Da-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-da-da-da-dum, da-da-da-da-da-dum. What does that even mean, Bowers Game Corner?
Oh, there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another game review. Today, I'm very excited to check out Timeline Inventions from Hasgard. This is for 2 to 8 players, ages 8 plus. It'll take you about 15 minutes to play. And Timeline Inventions is another game in the immensely popular Timeline series where you're going to be trying to figure out what happened before other things. You're going to be trying to put different events throughout history in order. In this particular game, different inventions in the order that they were invented. Very simple game, but is it fun? Let's open it up and I'll tell you. Alrighty then, we're going to take a look at what you're going to get inside of Timeline Inventions. First and foremost, we're going to handy dandy rule booklet. It's, I'd say about 3-4 pages, double-sided, full color, full of pictures, illustrations, examples. It'll have you up and running in no time at all. It's a very well done rule booklet. It's a very simple game, so I pretty much teach you how to play right now. So right now I have a 2-player game set up. Depending on how many players you have, you will start with a different number of cards in front of you, as you can see right there. And you're going to deal out 6 cards to each player in a 2-player game. And the cards are going to be face up so that you can only see what the invention is. And they will have different inventions on them, like the pencil or satellites. You might have the toothpaste tube, the pyramids, all sorts of various different things that were either invented or created. And then you're going to have one set in the middle. So let's go over the components, then I'll show you how the game is played. I also do want to give a shout out to the box insert, because you will be using the box insert to put the cards that you get incorrect back in there. So that is kind of helpful to have that there. So each card is very simple. It's going to have one thing on the front. So Les Miserables is the book, I think. Then on the back, it's going to have that, but it's also going to have the date that it was invented on there. The Winchester rifle, and on the back, it's going to have the date that was invented on there. Very simple. So, on your turn, what you are going to do is you're going to take one of the cards that is down in front of you, and then you're going to place it right out here and hopefully get it correct. So for right now, we have the internal combustion engine out in the middle, and it was invented in 1860. So I need to find something that was either invented before that, which means I put it on this side, or after that, which means I put it on that side. And I'm pretty sure that satellites were invented after the internal combustion engine. I'd say I put it right there. I flip it over, and sure enough, 1957, and I am good to go. That is now on the board. So now it goes over to my opponent's turn, and they look down here, and they have to decide what they want to put it. So now they can put it either here, here, or here. So the options get a little bit more difficult. Well, they get way more difficult as you progress through the game. So they're going to say, all right, Pythagorean's theorem, I definitely know that was invented way before any of this stuff. Flip it over, and we got minus 548. So that one, he knew it was going to be right there, and he was correct. Now it's back over to me. So now what happens if you get it wrong? Let's just say, oh, I'm not the smartest guy. And I think, yeah, the pencil was invented before Pythagorean's theorem, right? Because you had to have a pencil to write Pythagorean's theorem. That just makes sense. So I put this over here, and I say, ooh, yeah, 1795, no go. So this goes back into the box, as I mentioned, like that. And then you draw a new card right here. And you continue to go forth until someone has completely ran out of cards. Now, this is one of those games where you don't immediately win the game. You play it until the end of the round, and then if someone is completely out of cards, they win the game. But let's say that both people are out of cards, or let's say 2 people are out of cards in like a 5-player game. What happens then? Well, then what happens is everyone else, aside from those 2 people, would be eliminated. Those 2 people get 1 card apiece, and they essentially go until someone gets it wrong and the other person gets it right, at which point that person will be crowned the winner of Timeline Inventions. And in a nutshell, that's how the game is played. Alrighty then, Timeline Inventions from Hasgard. What are my final thoughts? Let's go to the pros, let's go to the cons. First, on the cons side, the game's not going to be for everybody, for a variety of different reasons. First and foremost, it's an incredibly, stupidly simple game. It really is just glorified flashcards with pictures. There's no real different paths to victory that you can take. And it's also a very repetitive game. You're doing the same thing over and over and over again. So if you don't like simple, if you don't like repetitive, this one might not be for you. Another problem that I had with this game is that when you play it quite a good deal, you're going to start getting a leg up on other people because you're going to remember specifically what different years happened. For instance, garbage bags for me. I was shocked to find out that they weren't invented until 1950. That just blew my mind. And so now, whenever I get that card, I know immediately what year that is, which gives me a slight advantage, which is going to be a turn off for some people. Now, granted, you can mitigate that by buying the expansions, which are cheap, but should you really have to do that? That's something for somebody else to decide. Next, there is a distinct advantage if you go first, especially in the higher player counts. And I'll put it out for you like this. So for instance, say you're playing a 6 or 7 player game, you have the one card in the middle, and if you go first, it should be very simple. You have to put one of your cards either before or after that. So that's incredibly simple. But once you get to that 6th, 7th, even 8th player playing their card, it's a lot more difficult than it was for the first player. Now they try and mitigate that by making it so that when you play the game doesn't immediately end when you run out of cards, but still, there is a distinct advantage, especially in the higher player counts, with if you get to go first or not, or if you get to go last. Another con I have with this component-wise, some people are not going to like the tins. I normally like tins, but in a game like this, where you're going to buy the expansions, the tins don't stack on top of each other because it has a raised edge right there. So that is a little bit annoying. Also, component-wise, the stupid little Ticket to Ride micro cards, while I understand that they have these to lower the price, it would have been so much nicer if they were just standard cards or tarot cards. I'd love to see a deluxe version of this with like a big box like the Smash Up box or something like that, so you could just have all the cards in there together. But that is a minor quandary. I understand why they kept the smaller cards. Any other cons I have with this game? Oh, I wish that on the ones where they knew the exact date, they put the exact date on there, like months or something like that. I think it would have just been a little bit more useful. Obviously, some, like the pyramids and whatnot, you can't get an exact date, but I think it'd be nice to have that there. Just a small little nitpick. Because moving on to the pros, Timeline Inventions is a fantastic game. It's just that simple. I wholeheartedly recommend this game for just about everybody. Yeah, it's that good. Now, this is a great game. Is this an amazing game? No, but it's what I like. What I like about this game is that it fits a lot of different situations. You want a game night filler game? This one's great. It's incredibly simple to learn, incredibly simple to teach, and it's fun. It is. It's stupid, simple fun. It's very quick as well, which is always good. You're looking for a family game? Look no further. This is a great one. Now, maybe not Inventions, but you can look at some of the other different ones that will be more skewed towards the younger audience, and those will probably go over well as well. So family game, check. Game night game, check. Gateway game, you better believe this is a great gateway game. I played this with some non-gamers, and they loved this. They went home and they immediately purchased 3 versions of it on Amazon because they had so much fun with this game, and they wanted to play it with their family and friends. So this game really hits the mark for me on all the different things. It's a chameleon of a game. You play it in very different situations. It's got good artwork, simple rules, plays quick, is a lot of fun. So in the end, Timeline Inventions is a fantastic game. I can't wait to explore more of the expansions. So that's my review of the game. If you enjoyed this review, please be sure to click on the subscribe button down below in the comments below. Let me know. Seafood, yay or nay? For me personally, I like seafood a lot. I really do. I don't eat it too regularly, but if you get me in, say, Florida or California or on the East Coast, I will essentially just dip my mouth into the water and just eat whatever fish floats in there. I love fresh seafood, but being from Indiana, we don't get too much of the best seafood. But let me know in the comments below, seafood, yay or nay? And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube.